video, part 3 of Artist's Alley. I again apologize if I sound horrible. I am still recovering from being unwell. And that is all that I really feel like talking about it, because I've had to talk about it way too much lately, and I just don't want to. So you can see I moved the tapestry shop over. I decided to make this upper shop like where the weavers would work, and then I wanted that other like larger area to be like a showroom. Because again, I do want it to be, this is where I discovered that downstairs window was not going to work out. But I do want it to be a functional lot in some areas. Like we know, for example, this area with the windows, it's not going to be functional unless we like set them to be for sale, and even then it's not like, what are we even really doing? But I want Sims to come here and be able to do some things, and so being able to buy the woven kind of wickery furniture is something that they'll be able to do here. I haven't decided if I'm going to have the crown own the lot, or if I'm going to have basically, in other versions of Edirann, I have a sim who is an NPC to the max. Like, she has a prisoner token, she doesn't go anywhere, but she owns all of the businesses that I want to function, but I don't have somebody to own them. And I might bring her back, because Nanette is cool. But then I also want to play Nanette, and that's where we go. That's where it goes wrong. Hello, Fat Cat. Hi. Fat Cat says hello. So I'm just trying to get some windows placed. I have the hardest time with the windows on this particular building. I think I end up not putting any windows there at all, because I really like that wallpaper. It's Tudor brick with the diapering, which is those darker bricks in the diamond pattern. I still don't know why they chose the term diapering, but here we are, that's what it's called. But yeah, I just had the hardest time with the windows. I couldn't get it to look nice, and so I think I ended up just not putting windows there. I do put a fireplace there, I believe. Mostly we're just doing finishing touches in this part, as well as just finishing the actual buildings. I'm not going to fully decorate this. I think I've said it before already. That is going to come later down the road. That is not kind of the purpose of this challenge. The purpose of this challenge is to get shells put up and to kind of have an idea of what they're going to be as well, so that in neighborhood view and when I'm in on other lots, the neighborhood doesn't look so empty. And also, I just miss building. I haven't built, or I didn't build a lot in 2021. I was more focused on just placing Sims in Edirann because I wanted to actually get to play the neighborhood somewhat. So this year I really want to focus on building again and finishing the neighborhood. I have backups as it is currently, but I would like a fully built out Edirann with everybody set up the way they need to be as my backup. That would be ideal. But we'll see, we'll see. So you can see I'm kind of grabbing items again. I was still thinking about putting a luthier in, but I decided not to. Putting all the sewing items in that one shop. I decided to keep the gnome building block, only because it harkens back to Sims 1, and it makes me really happy, and it felt appropriate. So this tiny little stone building is going to be a gnome shop. You can see I kind of paused for a minute, because I'm like, am I really going to be doing that? Am I building a gnome shop right now? And then the answer is yes. Yes, I am. Windows are hard, because it's like real life buildings, the windows make no sense, but they look real. But in the Sims, just because of the perspectives that you have, like, they look weird. If they're too symmetrical, they look weird. If they're not symmetrical, the struggle is real. Windows are weird. So yeah, once more, using lots and lots of ladders, because they're necessary. And also these, little roundabout stairs. I need more recolors of those. I don't have enough. I need more recolors of a lot of things. I have a hoarding problem. It is known. I've actually got quite a bit on this lot. Like, I keep looking at it, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of little shops and things for this little artisan's alley. So now all the shops have been assigned, and what I need to do at this point is just the finishing details. So what is it going to look like on the outside? Because just because it's a shell doesn't mean I'm not going to decorate the outside portion. You know, adding a couple trees here and there. And these windows, I'm pretty sure I removed those windows. So some floor covering. I wanted to use the purple flowers that I'd used on the Hartman jewelry store lot just to kind of tie it in since it is next to it. You can see my game is freezing, and could I edit this out? Yeah. Am I too tired to function? Yeah. So we're gonna see me freeze. But it's fine. Yeah, I just wanted to tie that in a little bit to the lot that it's right next to, because it does actually connect to that courtyard, so it would make sense that there was also purple flowers. And I put some in the front too, just because they look nice. I was gonna turn snap objects to grid off, but then I was just like, meh. I wanted to use this barrel for some reason. I was just really attached to the barrel being there. Of course, we had to put the trash can in the roof, because that's what we do here. It is known. And I actually took the time to put out outdoor lighting, if you can believe it. I love these little fair looking light things. And then I wanted to put some lighting over here. I just wanted to make sure that there was lighting in a way that would make sense as well. Like, I'm not gonna light the whole thing up like crazy, but like there would be a light there, because that's like a little, I almost said cavern way. That is not a word. It is a word. It's not. It's a walkway. And then out in the front, because I was trying to see if there was different lighting, because I saw those were purple, and I was like, are they all purple? And they were. But I like that. I like that for the artist alley, that they're all purple. So in front of a lot of the shops, I wanted to make sure that there was a light, because obviously they want to be like, hey, we're here, we're open. We're definitely making gnomes at 2 a.m. It's happening. It probably would. I also wanted to use a couple different lights, so like I used these little wall ones. But at the same time, I didn't want to like go nuts with the lighting, because obviously that whole one side where that big staircase is, like, it doesn't make sense for there to be lights there. Although later I'm pretty sure I put horses there, so maybe it would make sense, but I don't know. Now is my favorite part, which is grabbing all of the deco items. I especially love putting things that are partially off the lot, or they look like they're off the lot, like that wagon. It makes it look like there isn't a hard edge to the lot, that the world is a little bit more continuous. We all know it's not, but like, we can pretend. I didn't like that the House of Commons lot kind of ends abruptly there. I wanted to delineate it a little bit, so I put up that stone wall. And yes, there's a gap in between it. That's on purpose. I like the way it looked. As soon as I put it down, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Thought about putting like a little hideaway, like someone trying to camp out there, but it didn't look nice. As I was going through, I was kind of catching items, and I'm like, oh, this makes sense to be in this shop, but that wasn't the goal. The goal was to decorate the outside portion, so... That rug was so weird. I didn't understand why in some parts you couldn't see it. Like, the ground is flat, so I got confused. But yeah, I was just looking for, like, bits of trash and things. Not necessarily, like, dirt, but definitely things that could have been left behind by artisans who are at work. This is, again, not meant to be, like, a storefront kind of shopping area. It's meant to be a working area that, yes, you can go there for examples of their work, but that's not the main focus. I also don't think I put a floor in that glazier studio just now. Just realized that. I do put this statue in there just because I think it looks really cool and I never get to use them, so that is there. But they're artists. They would want something pretty there. I was just going through to see if I liked any of the other statues better, but I don't. I love that one. I do want more shop signs up, but I end up removing the ones that I placed because none of them have a recolor that suits anything that's really in here. So I was really excited to find those, and then I was like, oh, they really don't fit later on, so they do go away. Just put like a wagon wheel, you know, just random miscellaneous stuff to make it look lived in, to make it look like this is a working area, you know, broom outside so that they can sweep the front. I mentioned I put horses on the side, a little bit of just like broken pot that maybe somebody got frustrated when they dropped it and they're like, you know what, I'm leaving it. I also put, at some point, there's birds, and I'm very excited about the birds because I also don't get to use the birds a lot. It's a giant set that I literally never get to use, but I've kept it for years because I like it so much. Over here is where I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should put like horses or something. Yeah, it's mostly just me going, plunk that down, that looks cool, plunk that down. I actually can't wait to decorate this, but I have so much decorating to do to even play. Like, I need to finish decorating the Van Elsberg house before I can even play it, and that's gonna take me, that's gonna be a while, so I'm trying not to burn myself out with not unnecessary decorating, but decorating that can wait. I got really annoyed. I had to build a fence. This was a whole thing just to get that one piece high up there. I was so annoyed because then you had to remove that piece, remove the flooring, and then chuck it on there. But it looks really pretty. Any minute I'm gonna remove those windows. There we go. Yeah, I didn't like how they looked. So there's just no windows in that upper floor. It's fine. There's no health and safety in the medieval era. OSHA will not come for you if you do not have exit windows. Yeah, those birds. It just looks so good. Looks so good. I also kind of wanted little stairs, but like with the way the doors are, it just cut off the doors, so it was very sad. I also put a little bird's nest on the roof. I know it's supposed to be like a chicken nest, but we can pretend it's something else. I'm trying to remember what else I put out. I know that there's like some more miscellaneous junk kind of chucked everywhere. I was trying to figure out like where to put things, because I didn't want things just like all in the corners. I wanted it to feel a little bit organic, like things had just naturally been placed where they were or fell where they were, and that was where they ended up. I was looking through to see if there was anything else in particular that struck my fancy. I really liked these as well, but I couldn't get them to look the way that I wanted them to. Or do I keep them? I think I don't, because of the coloring. I thought about putting them there, but it didn't look right. Because I have not been able to use those yet, and I love them so much, and someday I will get to use them in a building. But today is not the day. I like that too, that little bird. I wish it was a functional light, because that would be cool, but eh. Again, just kind of flipping through, seeing what strikes my fancy. At the same time, I don't want to put too much stuff outside, because like, why would you have your product outside? That don't make sense. It's gonna get stolen. That sign, I really need more recolors of too. Because that's a good sign. It's a solid sign. I don't know what I was thinking with those pots. I ended up removing them, but like, I don't understand why I put them down at all. They didn't make sense. Notice board up, because again, maybe people are looking to hire people for commissions, but it's not anything that has like a shop stall. Other artisans are still gonna be here, even if they don't have a shop, well, not even a shop front, but just like a location where they do the things. Like, they could still, a potter could still show up here and be like, oh, someone's looking for a commission for pots, or something. I don't know. I'm really happy with how this turned out overall. I think I really nailed the feeling that I wanted to. just in terms of getting the whole artist's alley thing down. And it is going to be useful down the line when I maybe have Sims that do have these types of careers, but I don't want them to like own a lot or something. Like I could take pictures of them here. Even if it's not a functional place, like they could still go there. Bless you, kitten. Oh goodness, that was a sneeze. Yes, I do use some ivy. I was like, did I use the ivy? I feel like I did. And it doesn't even touch the wall, and I thought about moving it, and then I was like, no, we're just gonna leave it. We're almost to the end. I know that I place horses, though. I know that that is a thing that happens. It's about the only thing that I remember out of doing this, because I'm so sick. And I can't do anything, so all I can do is just sleep and then sit up for a few hours, and I distract myself by doing voiceovers, because otherwise I'll fall asleep again and then I will feel worse. But yeah, we're just about done. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have been having fun watching me decorate this lot and build. I know you guys seem to like when I build a lot more than when I decorate, so I'm trying to do more building for that reason as well. And yeah, I will see you for the next one. It's going to be the B lot. I haven't decided yet what that lot's gonna be, but to be announced. I'll see you in the next one.